It's a move we've been waiting for all offseason. The Jets have finally cut starting right guard Brian Winters.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets!
Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, Mondays I do my live call-in show, and Tuesdays we do our Talkin' Jets panel, 8 to 10 o'clock both nights, so make sure to tune into those if you want to see more Jets news. Now, let's get into the video for today. The Jets have moved on from starting right guard Brian Winters. Now, by cutting Brian Winters, the Jets saved $7.3 million against their salary cap. And it's something that we kind of expected. The Jets have re-signed Alex Lewis for a one-year contract. They brought in Greg Van Roten as well from the Panthers. So there's kind of the odd man out was Brian Winters, especially since we saved his entire cap hit. There's no dead cap with this move. And if you guys remember, back when I did my mock offseason, I had the Jets cutting Brian Winters, and it's really not a surprise. It's something that at this point right now, I actually disagree with. It's not that I don't want to cut Brian Winters. I think it's the right move overall. But as of right now, we saw it with C.J. Mosley, and it wound up benefiting us by not cutting Avery Williamson. There was no timeline or no time crunch for the Jets to cut Brian Winters. They could have cut him the day before the NFL season, and they would have saved his entire cap hit. So what that means is if someone comes down with corona, or if someone comes down and decides to opt out in the next few days, and the Jets are without a starting guard, Brian Winters could have filled in for that. So I'm a little surprised that they decided to make this move now, especially what happened with Mosley just the other day. I'm not against this move, really at all. I think it's the right way to go, and I would have cut him before the season anyway. It just seems like, given the circumstances of this season, there's really no real benefit to doing it right now. Now, I respect Joe Douglas for doing it at this point, because I think it's more of a nod for like, hey, thank you, Brian, for being such a great Jet. You know, he's had a lot of injury history, and we haven't really had a full season from him. We had a full season from him 2 years ago, but he's kind of missed games here and there throughout the last few years. And by cutting him now, he's able to get onto another team. I don't know if he has to go through another COVID protocol where he has to like kind of quarantine for 10 or 14 days. But cutting him now allows him to potentially catch on with another team, and it helps his career moving forward. So I think that's a good nod for the Jets strategically. I think it's, slightly not a great move to make, but I don't have anything against Brian Winters. If he had stayed healthy, I would have been fine keeping him on the team. Yeah, he's, pro football focus grade wise and, eye test wise hasn't been the best of the best, but I think depth in a season like we're currently going to potentially be having, I think is pretty important. With this cut, the Jets are going to have about $40 million in cap space when you factor in the C.J. Mosley money that we're getting back and the Brian Winters money and, whatever we had anyway. Now, I said it with the C.J. Mosley video, I do not want to add many free agents right now, because in the event that a season gets shortened, I don't want to lose that cap to pay Jadeveon Clowney $10 million and then only have him on a one-year deal, and we only got 3 games out of him, and then we lost that money. Like, I'd rather have this money roll into next season and save it for when we're going to have players that are going to be on our team long-term. Maybe we want to re-up Sam earlier and just kind of get some of that cap hit out of the way. That would make more sense to me rather than, a one-year Band-Aid for a team that I think most of us can agree, might sneak into the playoffs with the 7 seed. But by and large, we're probably not considered contenders by like anyone. I'm pretty sure our power ranking was like 28th or 26th or something like that. So, guys, let me know what you think of this cut down below. Do you really love it? Were you waiting for it to happen? Are you a little surprised that it happened the way it did? Guys, let me know everything down in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.